How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? As you get ready to listen to this upcoming episode from the Playmakerz Blog Podcast, I just want to let you know that you too can get into the podcast journey. It's very simple. It's very easy. All you got to do is jump on Anchor, the one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing your podcast. It is 100% free and easy to use. And even with Anchor, you can get great sponsors who want to advertise your podcast. That means you can get paid for your podcast right away from Jump Street. So in fact, reading this ad is what I'm doing right now. So if you had the time, if you had the will and determination and the dream to be a podcaster, what you waiting for? Jump on it. Anchor is the way to go. You ready? I'm ready. The Playmakerz Bar Podcast present Hoops Talk, hosted by Darnell, the Playmaker Salins. NBA, college basketball, playoffs, March Madness. No matter what, we talking hoops, man. Let's get it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your Friday's edition of Hoops Talk. Now I do know we didn't have an episode on Tuesday. I do apologize for that. Some things I couldn't control, so I had to push it to today on this Friday, April 16th, 2021. So stuff I want to get into, cause I'm not gonna take too much of your time, but this is Hoops Talk with your boy, the Playmaker Darnell Salins from Jacksonville, Florida. And I must say, to start off, Steph Curry has been going bananas in the last 9 games. The Golden State Warriors have won 7 of their last 10 games. They 7-3 in the last 10 games. They are 6-9 with Steph Curry scoring 30 points. Steph Curry is on a 9-game streak of scoring 30 points. If I can get that out correctly. Yeah. This man has scored 30 points in 9 straight games. They are 6-3 in those games where Steph Curry has scored 30 points. March 29th versus the Chicago Bulls, 32 points in a win. April 1st at Miami, 36 points in a loss. April 4th at Atlanta, 37 points in a loss. April 6th versus Milwaukee, 41 points in a win. April 9th, 32 points against the Washington Wizards in a loss. April 10th versus the Houston Rockets, 38 points in a win. April 12th, just 4 days ago, versus the Denver Nuggets, one of the top 4 teams in the West, 53 points in a win. He followed that up on April 14th, 2 days ago, at OKC, and he dropped 42 points in a win. And just last night, ladies and gentlemen, at Cleveland, against the Cleveland Cavaliers, he dropped 33 points in a win. And the last 4 games for the Golden State Warriors, Steph Curry has scored 38, 53, 42, and 33. All W's. All W's. The Golden State Warriors are still alive. They still fighting for a playoff. I'm not going to get into the whole playoff scenario yet because I might need a full episode to do that. This whole play-in tournament between the 7 and 8 and 9 and 10 thing. Yeah, I don't like it, but it is what it is. I'm not gonna get into it though. I will say this: the Golden State Warriors with Steph Curry, they have a shot. They have a legitimate shot. Right now, they are in 9th place. They are 500 at 28-28, but doing what they've been doing lately. They have a shot. They only are half a game behind the Memphis Grizzlies, only because the Grizzlies has two less losses than them, but Golden State has 1 more win than the Grizzlies. That's the only reason. But other than that, they have a shot. They have a shot, especially when you can beat one of the top 4 teams in your conference, and you scoring 53 points. That says a lot. That does says a lot about Steph Curry. Steph Curry is on a tear right now. So when is their next? Let's see. When is their next game? Because this man here has gone ballistic. I mean, truly ballistic. Oh, their next game will be tomorrow. I'm gonna get to that, and I'm gonna get to that when we'll preview. And I'll tell you what games to watch. So, because that's the game y'all need to watch. The next time Steph Curry takes the court, will he be able to keep the streak going on? He's at 9 straight, scoring 30 points. Can he make it 10 on tomorrow? I'll get to that later. In other news, the Boston Celtics. Last time I spoke to y'all, I was getting on the Boston Celtics. I was getting on Brad Stevenson because this team didn't look good. This team, the last time I talked to y'all was probably last Friday. Actually, last Friday because I didn't do a show Tuesday. Last Friday, they was in the 7th spot. And they was at 500. I was not pleased at all with the Celtics. It's been a whole week later. They played 10 games. They are 7-3, and they are on a 5-game winning streak. They have went from 7th and being 500 to now 5th in the East at 30-26. They actually tied with the Atlanta Hawks, but I guess Atlanta holds the edge over them. So Atlanta's number 4. Shout out to the Hawks, by the way. Shout out to the Hawks. Trae Young, Clint Capella, and the rest of that crew. Shout out to you guys. Being the fourth place in the East. Not many people would consider y'all the 4th best team in the East, and I am one of them. Because I don't see y'all as the 4th best team in the East. But I can't deny the fact that y'all are in 4th place above the Boston Celtics. But Boston keep doing what they doing, by the way. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown went off on the Lakers yesterday. Even though the Lakers are still without AD and LeBron. AD has been cleared to practice, so very soon he'll be returning, and after that LeBron will be returning. But anyway, Boston Celtics did what they needed to do last night against the AD and LeBron-less Lakers. Jaylen Brown had 40 in the game. Tatum had 14. Thompson had 14. Walker had 12, and Marcus Smart had 15. So all 5 starters were in double figures, and Jaylen Brown just took over. Very efficient with 17 of 20 for 40 points. That's very impressive. But it's like the Celtics are starting to find their way, which is a good thing. They are starting to find their way. Let's see where this goes. So I like to see what Boston does in their next game, because they play tomorrow. I can't wait to watch that game. I really can't. I can't wait to watch that game. But again, the Boston Celtics keep going. But I can't. I have to talk about the West, because the West is crazy. I'm looking at these standings in the West, and Utah and Phoenix both hit the 40 win mark. Utah is 41-14, and the Phoenix Suns are 40-15. Not too far behind them is the LA Clippers, who are at 39-18, and then the Denver Nuggets, who are in the 4th spot, 35-20. The reason why I'm talking about these 4 teams, not only because they are top 4 in the West, but let's look at their last 10 games. Denver Nuggets are 8-2 in their last 10 games. The LA Clippers are 8-2 in their last 10 games. The Phoenix Suns are 9-1 in their last 10 games, and the Utah Jazz are 7-3 in their last 10 games. Are y'all seeing this? The West is unbelievable. The West is unbelievable. And as a matter of fact, the West has the top 10 records, the top 3 records in the league. Look at this. Utah number 1 at 41-14. Number 2 will be the Phoenix Suns at 40-15. The LA Clippers will be in 3rd with 39-18. Your first East team won't come to Philly at 38-17. 38-17, and then it comes Brooklyn and Milwaukee before you get to the Denver Nuggets. Like I said, I'm gonna say it again. If it ain't Philly, if it ain't Brooklyn, I don't like the East chances. I only like the East chances if it is Philly. But Philly and Brooklyn would give the East the best chance to win the NBA Finals. Because other than that, the NBA champions coming out of the West again. It's coming out of the West again. And the fact that LeBron and AD ain't back yet for the Lakers, let's tell you something. And as the Lakers, they are in 5th place right now. They are right behind the Denver Nuggets with 34 wins and 22 losses. So I'm just saying. You know, hey, there's some things to look at over in the West. The West looks good. The East, you really looking at, you really trying to see. We like Atlanta. We appreciate what Atlanta's doing. We appreciate what New York's doing because New York got something to cheer about for once. They can cheer about their Knicks for once. We like that. Charlotte ain't been the same since LaMelo Ball went down. They are 4-6 in their last team. And then Gordon Hayward was injured too, so the Charlotte Hornets ain't been the same since. Them 3 teams, we appreciate what y'all doing. We appreciate, but we are looking at Philly, Brooklyn, Milwaukee, Boston, and Miami. Those are the teams we're really looking at in the East. And Miami can't get it together. For whatever reason, Miami can't get it together. 28-7. They are 6-4 in their last 10 games. They're on a 2-game losing streak. Miami can't figure it out. Look like Boston figured it out. Miami can't figure it out. What is going on? Is those really 5 teams we were looking at? Philly, Brooklyn, Milwaukee, Boston, and Miami. Boston starting to get it together. Philly, Brooklyn, and Milwaukee, they've been doing their thing the whole season. Miami losing their way. But when you look at the West, Utah, Phoenix, the Clippers, the Nuggets, the Lakers, the Trailblazers, look at Doncic. It's just different. Look at Doncic, it's just different. Just different. I mean, the West is loaded. The East need to get it together. Or the West will take home the NBA trophy yet again. Now, another news before I get to what you need to watch this weekend. James Wiseman had successful surgery for a meniscus tear in his right knee. He is done for the season, but he should be back for the 21-22 season. That's a blow to the Golden State Warriors, even with Steph Curry going stupid as he is. But as long as they got Steph Curry, they have a chance of making the playoffs. But speedy recovery. Thankfully, James Wiseman had a successful surgery for his knee. Speedy recovery. We hope to see you next season, sir. That brings me to LaMarcus Aldridge. A nice career. Can't say stellar career. Can't say a great career. Nice career. 15 years in the league. 7-time All-Star. Most of them were with the Portland Trailblazers. Hall of Famer. Might be pushing it. Hasn't been to the NBA Finals. I don't even remember him being in the Western Conference Finals. Nice player. Good player. I love LaMarcus Aldridge. I like his game. But in situations like this, you feel bad. Same thing with Chris Bosh. That's happened to LaMarcus Aldridge. Irregular heartbeat. Had to call it quits with the health scare. I don't blame him. Health is the most important thing. I wish LaMarcus Aldridge nothing but the best. We appreciate the 15 years that you gave to the NBA and to basketball. A very nice career. It was never in the headlines for the wrong reasons. He did things in a very classy and professional way. It's a shame because he might actually have a chance, even though he's with the Brooklyn Nets, he actually had a chance of winning the NBA title. But it's a shame that it got cut short like this. Maybe if the Brooklyn Nets still win, they'll give him a ring for being part of the team, even though he wasn't on the team for that long. But we'll see. We'll see. But a nice career, good watching him. Wish you nothing but the best, LaMarcus Aldridge. All right, Now let's get to the games that y'all need to watch for this weekend so we can wrap up and get out of here. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, 7 o'clock. Both games will be on ESPN, starting with the Los Angeles Clippers at the Philadelphia 76ers. We're talking Paul George, Kawhi Leonard versus Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid. What are we going to see in Philly tonight? Will Tobias have to step up to be that third man for Philly tonight? Who will be that third man for the LA Clippers? Reggie Jackson? Rajon Rondo? The Clippers are on a 8-2 streak for the last 10. 8-2 in the last 10 now. But you in Philly. Top team in the East. This is not going to be an easy task. That's how you kick off a Friday doubleheader. Philly, 6-4 in their last 10. They're on a 3-game winning streak. The Clippers been on a 7-game winning streak. So somebody's streak is going to end. Will it be the 3-game winning streak or will it be the 7-game winning streak? We shall see. And then once you get that in your system, you got that full course meal. They gave you some dessert. 9:30, following the Clippers and 76ers game. The New York Knicks. 6th place in the East. Taking on the 7th place in the West, the Dallas Mavericks. This young New York Knicks team taking on Luka Magic in Dallas. Ooh, what a win this would be for them Knicks. What a win this would be for the Knicks on the road. But hey, that boy Luka Doncic is no joke. So New York better be on a swivel because Luka Doncic can do whatever he wants. That's your Friday's lineup. That's your doubleheader on ESPN. And then Saturday, tomorrow, a couple of games you want to look at. 4:30 ESPN. Then you got the Utah Jazz, the number 1 team in the league, are at the LA Lakers. Still, we will be without LeBron James and Anthony Davis. But the Lakers have been putting up some fights. You know, Mark and Saul and Dennis Schroeder and Montrezl Harrell and Herden Tucker and Kyle Kuzma. They've been fighting their asses off. I'm not gonna lie. They've been fighting their asses off. It hasn't translated to a lot of wins, but they've been fighting their ass off. Now you got the best team in the league coming into Staples Center. Let's see how this goes. Let's just see how it goes. It's basketball. Things can happen. Utah could have an off night, an off day tomorrow. Who knows? So let's just see how it goes. But your Saturday showcase on ABC resides in the city of green, Boston, Massachusetts. As the Boston Celtics are on their way home from beating the Lakers, and they got the Golden State Warriors coming into town. So, for Steph Curry to go for 10 straight for 30 points, you got to do it at TD Garden in Boston, Massachusetts against the Celtics. A Celtics team who has been on fire lately. 7-10 in their last 10 games. As I said earlier, take on a team who has the hottest player in the league right now, Steph Curry. Let's see what happens tomorrow night for ABC's prime time. Can Steph Curry go for 30 again? Or will it be too much to deal with when it comes to Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Kemba Walker, Marcus Smart, Tristan Thompson? Let's see. I'm looking forward to that game. I will be tuned into that game. I can't wait. And then Sunday, I got 2 games for you to watch. Both games will be on ESPN. First up at 1 o'clock, New Orleans Pelicans at the New York Knicks. Zion Williamson is going to the Garden. And when I say the Garden, I mean Madison Square Garden. Zion Williamson and the Pelicans at Madison Square Garden take on the Knicks. A young team versus another young team. We talking We're talking R.J. Barrett versus Zion Williamson. Two former Duke Blue that was going head to head in Madison Square Garden. The Pelicans kind of actually need this game. They're on the outside looking in of the play-in right now, as the Knicks are in the sixth spot in the East. That should be a good appetizer. Because after that game, 3:30 ESPN, gonna head down to South Beach. It's the Brooklyn Nets and South Beach to take on the Miami Heat. Brooklyn, will you have James Harden? Will you have Kyrie Irving? Will you have Kevin Durant for this game? In Miami, to get y'all back right, y'all at home. You got the most prolific offense coming in your building. How you gonna match up? If Kevin Durant, James Harden, and Kyrie Irving do play, can you match up with them? Jimmy Butler, Victor Oladipo, Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson, Bam Adebayo, Gordon Dragic. Don't get it twisted. Yeah, DeAndre Jordan helps out with the Nets. Joe Harris is on that team still. But Miami, y'all are the reigning, defending Eastern Conference champions. And right now, you're in the 7th seed. You're the 7th seed in the East right now. The number 2 seed in your conference is coming in your building Sunday afternoon. This is the game people are going to look at. 3:30 ESPN. Are you going to show up and show why you are the reigning defending Eastern Conference champion? Or we just go ahead and look at Brooklyn like, hey, it's Brooklyn, Philly, and Milwaukee. That's it. Maybe Boston can throw their hat back into that, but they starting to do that, but not right now. As of right now, it's a 3-team race for me. Philly, Brooklyn, and Milwaukee. If Boston continue doing what they're doing that they're supposed to be doing, then I can throw their name back into it. But Miami, you're not in the conversation. You're not in the conversation. So to get back in the conversation, you need to beat the Brooklyn Nets Sunday afternoon. And that, ladies and gentlemen, will do it for Friday's edition of Hoops Talk. Steph Curry is in Boston tomorrow night. Can he go for 30 again and make it 10 straight games? Can Boston go 8-3 in their last 11 games? That's what's at stake here. The Clippers and the 76ers tonight to start off your Friday doubleheader. The Clippers are on a 7-game winning streak. The 76ers are on a 3-game winning streak. A winning streak will come to an end tonight. And then Sunday, can Miami get themselves back together and get back in the race for tops in the East? They can start Sunday afternoon against the Brooklyn Nets. From out here in Jacksonville, Florida on this Friday, down in the Playmakerz Sounds, I am signing off. I'll catch y'all next week.
Thank you guys very much for listening to another week of Hoops Talk. Now, if you want to stay updated on new episodes that's coming up for Hoops Talk, please subscribe to the podcast. And those of you who are listening on iTunes or Apple Podcasts, please leave a rate and review of the podcast. Let us know how we are doing. And for those of you who want to be updated on everything that goes on the Playmakerz blog brand, subscribe to the website, theplaymakersblog.com. That way you can see every podcast that's under the brand. And you can even get your own Playmakerz blog merch by hitting our shop tab on the website. You'll see our Threadless store and our Spreadshirt store. So get you some Playmakerz blog merch. And don't forget, subscribe to the website to stay updated on everything that goes on the Playmakerz blog brand. As for me, the Playmaker down there, Silence, I'm signing off until next week for more Hoops Talk.